Hello everyone, I'm Calvin.
And I'm Jessica.
And welcome back to our podcast. This is episode number 2. So if you haven't heard episode number 1, you probably have, I guess, if you're on episode number 2. But if you haven't, go check it out. It went pretty well, I think. The only issue that we had was the video stopped recording after 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to eventually have to get a game capture card so I can record straight from the camera to my computer. But for right now, we got it hooked up right here and I'm hitting record.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I wasn't even recording.
There,
I wasn't even... Oh, I am. Okay, I am recording. See, I'm so confused. It's hard to tell. There's a small little bitty timer down there to let you know how long you've been recording.
Wait, is this recording?
Yeah, right here. Yeah, this is recording too. We're professional. We got this.
Okay, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Okay, so now that we understand that it's recording, what we're going to talk about today is our engagement.
Yeah.
And then us getting married and our wedding and all that. And then afterwards, we're going to play a little game, newlywed game.
Yeah, just for fun.
Just for fun. So stick around to the end to hear all that and see who wins.
See who wins?
Yeah, it's a competition.
Okay.
It's going to be fun. So be sure to check that out.
Yeah.
Or wait. Just wait till the end. So this podcast, we were thinking it's going to be like 30 minutes long each time, but according to the last one, it was not 30 minutes. And this one probably won't be either, but that's okay. We're figuring this out and just seeing how the podcast feels. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. So on the last podcast, we talked about how we met and then getting engaged. Mm-hmm. And after we got engaged, so we're kind of continuing that story. We were still in college. Then we graduated college. Mm-hmm. And right after that, I think like the first Monday after we graduated, I started my new job.
So professional.
I got a new job at East, the place we were talking about before. Yeah. That kind of taught us, Photoshop, design stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I started working there, and we
moved in with your mom.
Yeah, we moved in with my mom.
Which was crazy.
Yeah.
My family didn't live close, and I was trying to get a job in Little Rock, and so we just moved in with his mom.
Yeah, and so we were doing that. Jessica was also, looking for a job, and then at the same time, we were looking for an apartment. Mm-hmm. So once we did get married, we can move to Little Rock.
Yeah.
We were thinking we would get married, I guess, around September. We graduated in May, I think.
Yeah, we graduated in May, but we were thinking September wedding.
Yeah. And then, we were with my mom pretty much every day. Jessica was with her like all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
And I would come home from work and, be there. I love my mom to death.
Me too.
Yeah, we love her. But we realized quickly that we didn't want to live there anymore. Like, my mom likes to be super helpful and almost a little too helpful sometimes.
Yeah, we appreciate it most of the time. But sometimes I'm the kind of person that, like, I want it a certain way, and he's that same way. He's like, I want it a certain way, and then she's the same way. And so we all three have different, like, visions for everything. Yeah. And so, 3 people, it's hard enough when it's just 2 people.
Yeah, so we were living there, lived with mom, and it was weird, like, being back home for me. And then also, while we were doing all that, and Jessica looking for a job and apartment and stuff like that, which mom was trying to help with too. Mm-hmm. I think we decided, let's move the wedding up.
Yeah, we moved it up to June we graduated in May. We moved it up to June from September.
So we had like a month.
Yeah.
To plan everything.
Everybody thought I had to have been pregnant or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Spoiler alert, I'm not pregnant.
No, she's not pregnant. But yeah, so being that it was going to be a month away, my mom got, really excited and wanted to help out even more. Yeah. Which became like a struggling point for all of us too.
Which a lot of things that she did was like super helpful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like we probably couldn't have got married, had the wedding we really wanted without her help.
Yeah.
But there were a couple things.
Just a couple things. But then we were like, okay, let's get married.
Yeah.
We also wanted to live together too. Like, we were ready for that. Mm-hmm. And kind of be together like that. So yeah, we decided to. It feels like our whole like engagement wedding process was like really rushed.
Like it feels like a week.
Feels like a week, but it was good. It was fine. Everything ended up working out.
Yeah.
So one of the first things we did was we were planning for a little while.
Yeah.
But one of the first things we did after we decided that was we need to take some engagement photos.
Yeah, we had planned a little bit. Like, we started getting our cameras for our centerpieces.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then I had got my wedding dress, like, in March. But that's really all we had. Like, we didn't have, like, a whole lot planned.
Yeah.
We just had, like, Pinterest boards.
Yeah. But, so we found a photographer. Mm-hmm. We kind of liked his style a little bit. And then we got him to come down, and we took a couple engagement photos. Like,
so fun.
Yeah, they turned out really cool. Here's some of them. Boop, boop, boop,
yeah, boop, boop. I think we had a really unique idea for like our non-traditional ones.
Yeah, so after we took like the traditional like engagement photos, mm-hmm. We decided to take zombie engagement photos.
Yeah,
we were really into The Walking Dead at the time. And I was like dabbling in like makeup art a little bit. Mm-hmm. And so I got my cousins to come down, and right after we took those photos, while the photographer was still there, I turned them all into zombies, which I had pre-made some stuff before just to like speed up the process.
It only took like 30 minutes, like since you had already pre-made so many things. Yeah. You like did it in the fastest I've ever seen.
Yeah, so 3 people in 30 minutes. That's pretty fast.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah, but we did that, and then there was this barn down the road from where my mom lives that I knew would be the perfect spot. And we went down there. We all rode like in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
Down the dirt road over there. And then I was going to go, I think I tried like a couple days before to try to find the person that owned the property.
Oh, yeah.
And try to like get permission, but I couldn't find anybody. It's like a barn in the middle, like a field somewhere. Mm-hmm. But
that was like old looking. Like it probably could have fell down.
Yeah. But we ended up going out there, hopped the fence, and took a couple photos.
Not recommended.
It's fine. And then we got like a whole photo set and made it look like we were out there taking engagement photos, but then a zombie started like going to attack us. Yeah. And we happened to grab like a shovel and some other stuff.
Like you did like a pitchfork and then a shovel.
Yeah.
And there was like, I want to say there was like a machete or something.
Yes, you had a machete. You had a machete.
Yeah.
And then we made it look like they were attacking us, and then we killed them all, and then it was like, yay, everything worked out.
We're the winners.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we can show those here too. So if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're listening to it, go to YouTube and check this out. So yeah, we were ready to get married after the photos.
But first, we had to do couples counseling.
Yeah. So the person that was going to marry us was the preacher at the church we went to. Yeah. And he, I guess, required or wanted us to go and do... Strongly encouraged us to do couples counseling, which I was kind of against at the beginning.
You were against it?
Yeah, just like the stigma of... I'm different now.
Oh.
But like couples counseling, we don't need that. We don't...
Okay. Yeah, you're a lot different. You don't think like that now.
Yeah. But especially back then, I was like, counseling, like, why? We don't need that kind of stuff.
If it ain't fixed, don't break. Or
if it ain't fixed, don't break it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jeez.
Yeah, pretty much. But we did that for a couple weeks, and then we did some compatibility tests and some other stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're totally different, apparently.
Yeah.
In some of those things. I bet you we're totally different than what we were.
Oh my gosh. I kind of wish we could retake them to see, like...
Future episode right there. We'll redo that.
Oh.
But yeah, let's see here. Yeah, we did that. We got everything together. Like Jessica mentioned, we had been going to some antique shops every now and then on the weekends and stuff.
Yeah.
And we found some old film cameras because we were really into photography.
We probably had like 20 at least.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
So we had those, and then my dad cut this log up into like slices, and those were the centerpieces to our table.
This was like back before like all the stores would have like pre-cut wood for you to have as a centerpiece.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't as popular to do the things that we did back then.
Yeah, but I kind of like that it wasn't like those are so perfectly cut.
Yeah.
And the ones that my dad made were like, he made them with a chainsaw like himself and stuff like that. So that's really cool.
Super special.
Yeah, it's super special. Did we put felt on the bottom of them? Maybe we just had them straight on the table. Why not? Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So we had those, and we had the wedding at my mom's house, of course. We're like
in Romance.
It's Romance, Arkansas. That's where I grew up. So
like, why not?
Yeah, why not?
It's super romantic and romance.
It was really cool to send out the invitations, and they have like the stamp that they use. It's especially busy like during Valentine's Day because everyone sends their letters through there, and they have this special stamp that says "Sent with love from Romance, Arkansas" or something like that. And so we got those sent out to everybody, which was really cool. But yeah, that's why we had our wedding there, was because it was in Romance.
Yeah.
And so they had a field in like the back that we were gonna have the wedding. And it was really tall, like hay grass out there. And I went and mowed the area where everyone was gonna sit.
Yeah. So it was just like a big field and then like a circle.
Yeah. So it was like an aisle and then a circle where you can like walk down there. And I don't know, it's kind of cool, I thought.
Yeah, we made well, I didn't make it, but we had a handmade archway made out of like vines that we found in the woods. Yeah. Which was super cool. And
we had some hay bales, seats.
You like completely decorated the backyard, made like a custom little dance floor and hung lights from poles. Like he dug posts in the backyard and hung lights from them just for our wedding.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't get dark enough for it to look really cool.
No. You wanted to have an early wedding because we had like a long drive to our honeymoon. Yeah. So.
But yeah. So that was really cool. And then, yeah. So, the wedding was ready. We had all the stuff. And then I think the night before our wedding. Yeah. You went to our new apartment, right?
Yeah, I stayed in my new apartment with some of my girlfriends. And we kind of had a bachelorette party, not like a typical like what you see in the movies, but we like just had fun, Yeah.
I went to the movies with one of the guys I went to school with, and I don't even remember what movie it was.
It wasn't like a scary movie or like a. Anyways.
I don't know. And then afterwards, I think we just went back to his house, and then like no one else was there, so I slept in his sister's bed. I slept in another girl's bed.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wedding. When Calvin told me, I was like, "So what did you do last night?" And he goes, "I don't know, but I woke up in another girl's bed." And I'm like, "What do you mean? What are you talking about?" And he didn't want to tell me the story because it wasn't as like risque.
Yeah, it's funny though.
Yeah, it is. But anyways.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't do much. It was I kind of wish I had like a bachelor party or something like that,
or just like a party to.
Yeah.
But the wedding, the wedding went good. Yeah. I mean, for the most
part. Oh, I just remembered something. I'll get to it in a second. So, the day of the wedding, Jessica's getting ready at the apartment. I'm at mom's. I'm weed eating. I'm like...
He's the one who decorated the wedding. Like we had everything ready, but he put up all the decorations by himself.
Yeah. I made sure the grass looked good. I put up all the decorations. We also had this tarp on these two posts out there because you wanted to walk from the house to the field but you didn't want to anyone to see you until it was like time.
Yeah.
So I built this tarp thing out there, which made me so mad because it was super, super windy that day.
Oh my gosh, that was the windiest. So crazy.
Yeah, and I kept nailing it down and it kept ripping off the nails and it was just like driving me insane.
Didn't our wedding runner just like keep flying up?
Yeah. So
when I walked down the wedding, it was like basically non-existent at that point.
So yeah, we had it on the grass, this little runner that went down the aisle. And then I just started gathering rocks and putting on it, but I didn't want like really big rocks because I didn't want people to trip over it. Mm-hmm. But it was so windy that those rocks like couldn't even hold it down at all.
Yeah.
So we should have just threw it away, you know, not even dealt with it, but it was fine. But yeah, we had the ceremony. You walked down the aisle. We had some music playing, and this like
karaoke machine.
Yeah, this little karaoke machine set up.
Oh my gosh. My dad's karaoke machine, so it had a mic that went with it, and on the mic, I'm pretty sure it was like American Idol brand, and you can see the little American Idol, and that's what the preacher was talking into. It's like doing his little like ceremony stuff.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah. So we get down there. I think it's so windy that we had like a mic stand, but it started falling over.
Oh yeah, it kept falling over. No one could really hear us very good.
And as you're walking down the aisle, everyone could see all the crickets in your dress.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
I married a bunch of crickets as well.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. There were so many crickets that crawled up in my dress, and I had like a tulle lace dress and like multiple layers, and they were in all the different layers. And then I remember somebody come up to Calvin, I think it was Natalie's dad, somebody, I don't know who, came up to Calvin afterwards and said, "Hey, when you're done with her, go shake her out in my truck and I'll take the crickets." Like to go fishing.
Yeah.
I was just like, and you can see the crickets in a lot of our wedding photos. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So funny.
Well, yeah. So I married a bunch of crickets.
Yeah, you're like, you're not monogamous. You're like in a polyamorous relationship with me and a bunch of crickets.
Yeah, well, they left me and died, so.
Okay.
And then while we were up there, my brother, Troy, he was super sick, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
I think he had the flu or something.
He didn't even know it.
No, he was behind me.
He was behind you. I was sitting there, like, I could see Troy, and I didn't know what was wrong. I thought he was just really, like, didn't want to be there, but apparently he had, like, 102 fever and was, like, about to throw up and all this stuff.
Yeah, he was, like, bent over, hands on his knees.
Spit just was, like, coming out of his mouth.
And, like, going in the wind.
Yeah, it was so...
I told him whenever he gets married that I'm going to do the exact same thing to him, so he better not have me up there, I guess.
Poor Troy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah.
But we ended up getting married.
Yeah.
Oh, one other thing. When, the preacher was like, "Does anyone object? Across the road, my parents have cows."
Yeah.
So, does anyone object?
Yeah, a cow mooed, but we didn't know.
Yeah, we found out
like,
afterwards.
Everybody thought it was so funny that the cow objected, but we didn't even know what happened. We were, like, in the zone. We were like, we're about to kiss in front of everybody. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Then we kissed.
Yeah. Ew.
Ew. Walked down the aisle. We had these, like, party poppers. Mm-hmm. Took photos.
For the reception, I got my dad to write me a song.
Yeah, so he wrote a song and sang it.
Yeah, it was so special. Like, he did such a good job. I wish, like, we could listen to it again.
Yeah, so we had someone that was supposed to record the whole wedding and take video. And they were doing it.
And they did.
They took video, but then, like, when we went to go, like, get the files, the footage, they just never got back to us. And we were like, hey... Which it was a friend, We should have hired somebody, but they were like, "Yeah, we can do it."
We were gonna pay them. Like whenever they sent us some the footage, we were like, "We'll just send him some money as a surprise," because he just said he would do it.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna send some money over after we got the footage, but no,
it was the guy I went to the movies with too.
No, it was a different guy.
It was the same guy.
No.
Yeah.
Who'd you go to the movies with?
Chris.
It was Ethan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he went too to the movies.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry.
I didn't know
that we outed you.
Yeah. Well, we may cut that. Who knows?
Okay.
Maybe not. You're outed. But yeah, you should be outed. We want our videos.
Yeah, we don't really have anything.
Yeah.
It was such a blur, too. Like, we didn't even get to eat any of our food. We got one bite of cake.
Yeah, and so we got carrot cake made, which was my favorite food, or favorite dessert.
Our family, came together and did all of our food. We had, our wedding cake was beautiful. His great aunt did it.
Yeah, it was really big and really nice.
Yeah, everybody pitched in and, helped out.
We have a story to tell you about the wedding cake.
We'll save the wedding cake for later.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a good story.
Yeah.
But yeah, so... the wedding was a blur. It happened so fast, and then we were like, okay, well, it's time to go.
Yeah, and we just, booked it.
Yeah. We left, and then I think, the first thing we did was grab some food, because we didn't even have a chance to, eat there.
Yeah. They ate all the food. All of it was gone.
Yeah. We were like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. We were too busy, taking photos and, spending time with everyone and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm so glad everyone came. It was so fun.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, so we left. We went and got some food. We also got some pizza for the next morning.
Yeah, I was so corny. I told him when we were dating, I was like, if we ever got married, I would want cold pizza the day afterwards, for breakfast. And then he actually ordered a pizza ahead of time, had it scheduled, and we picked it up after the wedding.
Well, there was a pizza place that I wanted to go to, but we ended up going somewhere else. It's fine. Yeah. I had a favorite pizza place.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so we drove to Northwest Arkansas. We went up to a cabin up there. We spent the night up there. I think just one day, maybe, or 2 days.
I don't know.
1 or 2 days up there. And then we went to Hot Springs afterwards. And then we went to Magic Springs there. Yeah. And then
my first time, actually.
Yeah. Have you rode any roller coasters before then?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Well, we did a couple roller coasters, which Jessica hated. She didn't want to go on all of them.
There was one that I was terrified, deathly terrified, and then he got me to go on it one time, and then we rode it 3 more times.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then we went to the wave pool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which was a lot of fun. But yeah, we had our little engagement, and
that's our little marriage.
That's our story.
We're together.
We're together.
We're still together.
We're still together.
But anyways,
yeah.
Do
I
want to play the game?
Yeah, I guess we got some time to play the game.
Yeah, okay. Let's play.
Okay, so we have 10 questions that we wrote down ahead of time, and then we've already written our answers down. So we're going to read off the questions, and then we're going to, reveal the answers to each other and see if we got them right. Yeah. So let's get started. All right, welcome to the Newlywed Game.
I'm your host, Jessica Bramlett, and this is the co-host, Calvin Bramlett.
Whoa, I ain't no co-host.
Okay, then you are the
main
hostess assistant?
Right, assistant to the hostess. Okay, so the first question.
Okay.
And we'll let you go first on all of them.
So you read out the first question.
Yeah. First question. Who spends the most on personal items?
Ooh, Calvin, for sure.
Calvin, for sure?
100%.
I wrote me for sure, too. On electronics.
Yeah, he buys a lot of electronics and, my stuff's pretty cheap.
Yeah. So, the next one, is, what was your worst date with your spouse?
My answer was the date that the bird pooped on my head.
What was that?
It was before we got married, and then we were walking across the bridge at Little Rock, and the bird pooped on my head, and you took off your really expensive shirt and wiped it off.
Oh, yeah.
It was so bad. He got so upset.
Yeah.
He's like, I had such a special date planned, and it was like, it sucked because we had to leave.
Yeah, that's my worst thing, is like planning something out and not going.
Yeah.
As planned.
What about you?
I didn't have one. I don't know.
You didn't think of this date?
No, I couldn't think of a
You
bad
blocked
date.
it out of your memory?
Yeah, it probably wasn't that bad, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, you said you thought of one instantly, and I was like, I have no idea. All right, so the third question is, who is your celebrity crush?
So...
Oh, wait, I didn't write mine.
Well, that's okay. I'll just tell you. You'll just tell me if I'm right.
Okay.
Okay, so I think that his celebrity crush is Kristen Bell.
Yep, Kristen Bell.
Okay, who do you think my crush is?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, he's not my most crush.
Who then?
Chris Hemsworth? Is it
Hemsworth? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I should have thought of that.
Cute.
Yeah, that's the new guy.
Yeah, that's a new guy. It used to be Ryan Reynolds.
Or Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
He's been my crush since I was like 11 or 12.
Yeah, so Jessica had some like DVDs or something like that.
I had every
Jake Gyllenhaal movie that's ever been made. I was like, what in the world?
Elliot, you're like, I never heard of this movie. And I was like, oh, it has Jake Gyllenhaal? Like, how could you not have heard?
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So, number 4. Which one of you is more likely to fight on the street or in the street? So
I said that me 100% would fight.
I said Jessica as well. She's crazy.
I'm very like...
road rage or just regular rage.
You make me sound like a terrible person. I ain't taking no crap from no one, okay?
I'm more like that jerk and I just let him like go away. But you're just like, I'm going to chase him down and beat him up.
No, I'm not. But if they cross me, you better watch out.
Yeah, what about that time at that gas station?
We won't talk about that time.
Okay, yeah. So, Jessica, definitely.
Okay.
Okay, so the next one is, who's terrible with directions and gets lost easily?
I don't know.
Jessica. She does not know her left from her right, and apparently east from west.
Shut up. I know whenever the sun's around. You know? Because it's bright outside? No, it sets in the west, it rises in the east. Well, come on now.
You got something right.
Okay.
Okay. Number 6. Who finishes the last pastry or cookie?
I said it's a close call, but it's me.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I said Jessica. I would like to, but I also feel bad sometimes. Like, oh, that's the last one. I'm not gonna take it. And then Jessica's like,
and I'm always like, you eating that? And he's like, you can have it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Someone has to eat it.
Yeah, someone has to eat it. Okay, the next question is, which one of you is the goofy one?
Okay, I said 100% Calvin.
Okay, I said depends on the day. Because I feel like I've always been the goofy one in any situation, but woof.
I'm more goofy than you?
Geez, sometimes you are insane, and I'm like, okay, you need to calm down.
You're like, you're too goofy?
Yeah, too goofy.
Am I too goofy to be in the goofy club?
You see what I mean? Unnecessary.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Ask me that question. The next question.
Okay. Among the two of you, who believes in ghosts?
Me.
Jessica.
100%.
We both made little ghosts.
Mine's cuter.
Mine has arms, so I can beat up your ghost.
Mine Like, you can't touch
That's
this.
a gingerbread ghost.
Can't touch this. No. Okay.
Okay, so number 9 is like a 2-part question, I guess. You know, my answer, your answer kind of thing. Okay, for you.
Yeah, for me.
For you. Imagine the house is on fire. Which thing will you grab before escaping?
I want to see what you say.
I said cats.
Okay, yeah. I would grab the cats for sure.
Yeah.
And then for you, I said that you would grab your laptop and camera bag.
Backpack, yep.
Yeah, like,
he
says he could live out of it, and I'm like, okay, so yeah, that's the thing he would get.
Yeah, so in my backpack, camera bag, whatever, my laptop probably will be in there, most likely. So there's that. But my camera will be in it, and then like my external hard drives. Yeah. Pretty much anything worth of value I keep in there.
I mean, you keep some of the spare lenses on the shelf, but I mean...
Sometimes I don't, you know.
Your spare lenses are...
Yeah.
They're mostly my spare lenses.
Yeah, mostly. I prefer that yeah, everything that I would want is in there, I guess. Like that. Okay. And so the last question for you... What is the habit of yours that annoys me the most?
So I have to say what I think it is?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's that I'm always a pixel off on everything.
Oh my gosh.
He always, like, in my design, he's like, you just need to move it 1 pixel over. Or, like, I don't, like, when I'm at the movie theater and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go pick the center. He's like, oh, you're like 1 seat over from the center. I kind of
like that though, because I like to be right in the center and you're just like over here and you're like, perfect. I'm like, perfect. So
yeah, but you're always like saying like, I just need to, you're always saying, I'm like, you're just a pixel off.
She's like, what do you think? And I always go to the keyboard and just move it. Boop.
Yeah.
Not to be me, but I just generally think it looks better.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what actually gets on your nerves? My anxiety?
Your anxiety.
You might want to hold it up a little.
Anxiety. See?
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's just part of my beans.
part of my beans.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll be going and doing something, and I understand that it's just part of you, but that's probably what gets on my nerves the most. I'm just like, calm
because I can't change
down. It's fine. Stop worrying about it.
Oh man, we're 2 minutes late. I can't live my life. And he's like, it's okay.
It's okay. You know, things happen. We're all gonna die.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so
okay. So the next one is what is it that I do that I think annoys you the most?
Yeah, so what is it?
I tear paper. I sit there and like fiddle with stuff. Honestly, and I'll like tear paper.
I don't really care that you do that unless I'm the one that has to pick it up all the time or you put it in your plate after you eat. So yeah, it does kind of annoy me. But
paper and plastic and stuff like that.
The thing that annoys me the most about you is you tickle me way too much. I'm like, he starts to tickle me. I'm like, quit tickling me, it tickles. And he's like, no, that means you want it more. You want it more.
I don't feel like I tickle you that much. I don't tickle you.
You tickle me once a day.
I poke you and like mess with you.
Tickles!
Okay.
Too many.
Too many tickles. Well, that was it. Who won? We both did. We didn't keep count.
Yeah, we both did.
We both did. Who would have thought? We both won this competition.
I know you're a winner.
Yeah, what was the one about who wins? Is that it?
Oh, we took that out.
We took that out.
Who's always the real winner?
Yeah, we always knew that it was you. All right. Anyway, that was our podcast. Yeah. It wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Not too bad.
Yeah, maybe 30, 40 minutes.
It was a really good time.
But yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching if you're watching. And thanks for subscribing if you're subscribing. If not, please subscribe.
Yeah. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell if you're on YouTube.
Yeah, hit the notification bell.
Yeah, do it.
Subscription ASMR.
Boop.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. And yeah.
Bye.